Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Brother Nakwam, watchman for Israel, coming back at you with these precepts and another cold cut, giving, of course, our honor and our glory to Yahweh. Bashima Mashiach Malak Yabushai. Double honor to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Mashiach Malak Yabushai. A hearty, mighty Shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their body as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there in the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying, they're fasting, they're studying, they're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the Aquath out there, the sincere sisters out there, holding it down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being submissive and diligent, with those who may not be married or those who tend upon the Lord without distraction. Shalom, shalom. And shalom to the ancient men, the children, and the elect of Israel scattered abroad, and everybody tuning in live. Shalom, I Nashar, Shalom King, Caleb Waiti, Shalom, YBY, Princess to a King, Shalom Williams, God Saw, Shalom King, Solomon McFadden, Judah Manya, Shalom King, Jadis Delphius or Deliphus, Salakia, Love Pious, Miss Majestic 143, T Sellers, Muzaffar Amaako, right? Shalom King, Fearmonger, Central Reed, Hebrew Daughter, and everybody else tuning in and that will tune in, Lord willing. What to do when you know what hit the fans, right? You can kind of fill in the blank and see it in the title for yourself. What to do when SHIT hits the fan, right? Now you're living in these days where at any given day, like Yahweh Shah said, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. The Lord said he cometh as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. You have all of these spirits out on the earth of prophecy, man. You have prophecy in movies. You have Civil War. You got a it's like the year before, I was thinking about it. The year before this, you had This Is How It Ends, or something like that, right? You had a movie like that with Forrest Whitaker and the end of the world. Now you got another movie about the end of the world. Then you got another movie, the Civil War. You got another movie called I'm not sure if anybody's seen it. I think it's called ISS, right? Or International Space Station, and it showed the Lake of Fire, man. Right? It showed the nuclear bombs dropping and hitting the earth, and it showed everybody in so-called in the firmament kind of looking down, watching this place get burnt up, man. And he got to pretty much kill each other, kill or be killed kind of deal. So heavy prophecy that the Most High, heavy prophecy spirit that Yahweh Shai is pushing on the earth, man. Right? So let's go into the spirit and power of prophecy, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashima Mashiach Malak Yabushai. What do you do when it hits the fan, man? Right? When them air raid sirens go off. If you haven't heard those air raid World War III sirens, this is what they sound like, right? Let's play this real quick. Let's see if we can get right, play this. Right? Because you have that national emergency alert test that they did not too long ago. They setting this thing up, man. Right? They show you that even in the movie. This is not a test. This is not a test. I repeat, go to the nearest fallout shelter. Right? Go to the nearest, seek shelter, seek rest, seek refuge. Right? All this stuff is going down, man. Right now, I want to play this real quick, and I'm gonna most definitely get into the precept through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. But let me play this first. Right now, this is a major sound that potentially is going to be played. Now check this out. See if we can play this. All right, Salakia. Let's play this through the spirit. And this sound is coming on the earth, man. That sound is coming on the earth. Let me get this quick precept, right? I know the screen isn't showing, but let me get this first real quick, right? Or the precept isn't showing on the screen. This is the classic, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 44. It reads, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as they think not, the Son of Man cometh. So when you least expect it, and you might get that national emergency alert on your phone, huh? It might flash on your TV, on your laptop, on your phone. You might hear them air raid sirens, man. You might hear that police helicopter going through your city with the big speaker system saying, everybody go indoors. We repeat, this is not a drill. Everybody go indoors. Everybody go inside. Like that purge spirit, man. And you hear them air raid sirens and them nuclear sirens, and you see them tanks going through the streets, and there's going to be massive confusion in the earth. And a lot of people aren't going to know what to do. And it's truth, man. Right? Because you don't know how our forefathers moved in adversity, man. There's a number one thing that you have to do. I'll put it like that. When SHIT hits the fan. I'm going to just say it when shit hits the fan, man. I'm going to just put it out there because it is what it is, man. Now, what does it mean when SHIT hits the fan? Right? What does that actually mean? Right? Let's pull it up. Right? I'm not going to show it on the screen because they might. You see that? When SHIT hits the fan, or when the flies, a situation suddenly causes a lot of trouble for someone, man. Right? So a lot of people are going to be troubled suddenly. The Lord said, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as they think not, the Son of Man cometh. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians, right? 1 Thessalonians. Then again, you're not going to be able to just clock the timing of the Lord. Right? I'm going to read this and I'm going to share my screen, right, with the precepts. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. And I don't have to, he said, I don't have to do an in-depth breakdown of the time of the Lord and when the Lord is going to return, right? Because the church of Thessalonica was on a particular level, right? Verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Again, you can't predict when the thief is going to break in your house. He just breaks in and you got to deal with it. You know, some people, they're scrambling for the bat. They're scrambling for the gun. You know, they wake up, they got damn crust in their eyes, and the thief, he's looking to kill, man. And he's looking to steal. And people are trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, that's how all hell is going to break loose on the earth. Hey, it can happen right now. It could literally happen an hour from now, man. You say, nah, I don't believe that. Hey, the most I got this thing go down, it could be an EMP attack. They showed you that could be a cyber attack. They could say Korea shot a nuclear bomb over the states and it caused a massive power outage. You know, we're countrywide. They could say a black Hebrew Israelite tried to assassinate the president or blow up a federal building and lock things down. They could push another disease on the earth and do a lot. They could do a lot of things, man, that the Most High wants them to do. Because this thing could go down any given second. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Now here's that sound. Let's play this sound again. And when this sound is put on the earth, men are going to be afraid, right? Men are going to be afraid about what draws nigh. Let's play this again. A lot of people, they do pranks at Walmart, pranks at Target and stuff like that. If they hook this sound up to the speaker system and played it on the intercom or them speakers, you know what type of frantic that would cause? Even if they don't know what it means, it just sounds alarming because it's not your regular police siren. not a fire truck. And people will start robbing, man. Somebody might do a test like that. They'll hook up the speaker system in the intercom and they'll play that. People will start losing their minds, trampling each other, stealing, looting, breaking glass, robbing, tackling each other, shooting, theft, arson. It'll be madness, pandemonium, if you can understand. And that's simply if you play that sound, at a shopping mall or, a football stadium or the NBA playoffs or, some massive coliseum or massive arena. Hey, the people, they'll start losing their mind, man. Hey, this is a big deal. Or you'll have that right? I don't know about a song, but you have that this is not a test. Right? This will pop up on people's screen, man. On your phone, on your flat screen.
Let me show you how we do stuff.
You don't know how to get in your laptop. This devil know how to get into your phone, and this devil know how to show it all on your TV. Right? This devil will have it playing. You might be driving. It might be a Megatron hooked up, downtown somewhere, and he'll have this thing play worldwide. You try to turn on the radio, every station you go to, it's right. You turn that radio station, it's going to turn to the same station, man. I can't escape. I keep hearing the same thing because they want that.
Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so I'm good.
The work management tool.
Now check this out. See, Jake is going to lose it, man. Emergency broadcast in progress. This is not a test. Meaning this is the real deal. Shit is hitting the fan. All hell is breaking loose, man. You might hear one or the other. You might hear the one on your phone, or you might hear both. And then people are, well, what is that? Stupid phone. And these Babylonians, let me get this precept real quick. These Babylonians, they have no idea what's going on, man. I mean, absolutely no idea. Right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 26. Oh, my phone is messing up. Oh, it's just another Amber Alert. Flood warning. Flash flood. They got the one when old people get kidnapped too. I think it's called a silver alert. Some old Honda, right? Jake is going to think it's a flash flood or all types of madness, man. Just another test. Some people aren't even going to look at their phone. Some people might, whatever, I'm busy. Some people are going to be drunk. Imagine that. Some people are literally going to be drunk. Some people are going to be committing adultery, fornication, slothful, going the hell off, entertaining that secret sin, never repented, just doing whatever you want to do, and all of a sudden, boom, you hear that sound, man. You might hear a damn boom outside, man. Luke 17 and 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So they was freaking off back then, man. The Most High required that which is past. They was turning up. They was doing wedding celebrations, right? They was doing feasting and revelry, banqueting. Then just like that, that rain started coming. Right? Just like that, them drops start coming. What is that? I don't know. That's strange. That's odd. You got to think about what the hell was going on, because remember, it didn't rain prior to the flood. When you go to Genesis, the 2nd chapter, right? Let's go to Genesis chapter 2. I'm going to actually share the screen for a minute. Then I'm going to go back to that. All right. Let's go to Genesis chapter 2. Let's get a quick precept. All right, Salakia. All right, this is Genesis chapter 2 and verse 5. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord God had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. You see that? So the Most High had that mist come up, and that watered the ground. Right? So it didn't rain. You didn't have hurricanes and tsunamis and flash floods and things of that nature. Right? So when the flood started, that was the first time that rain actually hit the earth. You see that? Right now, in the spirit, there is no actual sign of rain. Right? In the spirit. Right? The missiles aren't dropping. It's really not all hell breaking loose yet. Right? It's not as impactful. But these raindrops about to fall, man. What are the raindrops? Famine. Economic collapse. These are the raindrops. EMP attack. And then it wasn't just raining during the time of the flood. The windows of heaven opened, man. All hell broke loose. Right? Not only that, you had water come up out of the ground and it helped flood the earth. Let's get that in Genesis real quick. So these are the days of Noah, not just in the manner of the lives and behavior of the people, but also how the flood started. And there's another flood coming on the earth, but this flood is going to be by fire. Man. The Lord is going to rain fire and brimstone on the earth, and it's going to cause a lake of fire, right? This is Genesis chapter 7 and verse 10. I'll start at 9. And what was Noah doing? What was Noah's work? So what was he doing during the time prior to the flood? You think Noah was just sitting around eating a bag of sunflower seeds, cracking his toes? What was Noah doing, man? Was he sitting around just twiddling his thumbs and counting all of the animals? No, Noah was out there prophesying. He was pushing the word of the Most High. He was speaking about the destruction coming on the earth. And he brought strange things, man, to the ears of the people. No, we don't believe you. Go back to your ark. Go build that big boat. No, it'll never rain. There is no God. He hath forsaken the earth. So Noah was actually out there, doing the same thing that we are doing in the last days. Right? So the days of Noah are real, right? Right? 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So why is Noah the 8th person? Because he was the last one in the ark, right? He sealed the door by the hand of the Most High. And it was Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Those are 4 men, and they all had wives. So it was 8 of them total. 8 people survived the flood. Noah wasn't just a man sitting around drinking wine. Noah was a preacher of righteousness. What is righteousness? Teaching the law, the commandments. That's Deuteronomy 6 and 25, Psalms 119, 172. Many of the precepts speak about righteousness being the laws and the commandments. Right? Is he really a faith? In Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you show your faith by keeping the law. That's Philippians 3 and 9 on down. So Noah was a preacher. And like we always go into, when you go into this word preacher, right, in the Greek, right, this word preacher is what? Kerux, right? Kerux. Now, what does it say? Is it like a Christian pastor preacher? A tap dancing preacher? A sweating, hooping, and hollering preacher? What kind of preacher was Noah? Okay, let's read this. A herald or messenger, vested, meaning clothed, with public authority. who conveyed the official messages of kings, magistrates, princes, military commanders, or who gave public summons or demand and performed various other duties. In the New Testament, God's ambassador and the herald or proclaimer of the divine word. So all that is saying a prophet, a man of the Most High. That's what Noah was. He was a herald. A herald is like those old newspaper boys, man. The extra, read all about it. World War II's over. World War II's over. Get your paper. Get your paper. And he's out, and those guys will tell the news, man. They'll tell you, "Hey, war is over. Hey, the stock market is crashing." And it was young men out there, and they were like prophets, and they brought out doom to the people. It'd be Times Square or Manhattan or somewhere in New York, Philly, Boston, and these young kids, they'll be out there with the paper, man. See if I get an ancient, not ancient, right? Let me get one of those old pictures. Right? Let's see. See if we get one of them older pictures. Right? Be one of these guys, man. And they'll be sitting out there and they'll be loud. Right? World War II's over. World War II's over. The stock market is crashing. The stock market is crashing. Right? That's a herald. A herald is a messenger. And it was out there giving the news to the people, telling them what's happening in the world, what's going on in overseas, what's going on in Europe, what's going on with the finances, what's going on with democracy, what's going on in America. And it was pushing the word out there. And the word they was pushing was the printing press, right? And the newspapers, man. We pushing the word too. We pushing the word of Yahweh Shai. And we're saying, hey, America's going to be destroyed. The missiles are coming on the earth. All hell is about to break loose. World War III is about to start. Famine and death draws nigh, man. We're doing the same thing, but in righteousness. That's why I said Noah was a preacher in righteousness. These guys were preachers, but of the world. Noah was a prophet, like we read earlier. What does it say? A herald or a messenger with public authority. Who gave the prophets authority? The Most High. He gave Jeremiah authority. He told Ezekiel, make your forehead hard against their forehead. The Lord told Jeremiah, I have made thee an iron pillar and the brass and wall, paraphrasing. The Lord made these men, gave them public authority. In Isaiah the 6th chapter, the Most High told the angel, or told Isaiah, whom shall I send? And he said, here am I, send me, send me. And the Lord took the tongs and he purged Isaiah's lips. And Isaiah was given the authority to push the word of the Most High. Daniel was given authority, man. It said Daniel had understanding in dreams and visions, man. David had authority. It says the Most High was with him. We have public authority. We have been clothed with the authority to push the word out there. Let's go to the book of Matthew real quick. Right, quick precept. Right, let's go to Matthew chapter 7. Right, this Matthew chapter 7 and verse 28. And it came to pass, when Yahweh Shai had ended these sayings, the people were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one having authority and not as one of the scribes. When you have authority, you're confident. Do you think these people that write bestseller books and they do these book signings and sermons and they go on talk shows, do you think they're apprehensive about speaking about their book? Do you think if Oprah, Dr. Phil, Steve Harvey, one of these worldly talk show people asks them about their latest book, are they not going to know what the book is about? Are they going to stutter? Are they going to be shy? Are they going to beat around the bush? No, they're going to speak like they have authority because they are the author. They wrote the book. They know what it's about. They know what page 95 is about, paragraph 3. They know who illustrated the book, who's the publishing company. If there's going to be a sequel coming out, they have authority, man. We have authority because we know that Yahweh Bashmiel Shai dwells in us, man. Noah had authority. Yahweh Shai had authority. Let's get this definition, authority. Right? Let's see this. Authority. The power or right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. Power, command, control, mastery, charge, the upper hand. You see that? Influence. So Noah had public authority, man. Right? Who conveyed the official messages of kings. Who's the king, the Most High? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Magistrates, princes, military commanders, because the Most High is a man of war. Or who gave public summons or demand and performed various other duties. Again, in the New Testament, the Most High's ambassador and the herald or proclaimer of the divine word. So these are the days of Noah. Noah was preaching the word of the Most High. While there was a great mist that went up upon the face of the earth and watered the ground. Right now, there's a mist going up, man. Right now, it's the cool of the day. The raindrops have yet to fall. Again, an EMP attack, World War III, martial law, Jacob's trouble, FEMA camps, famine, desolation. The day, 2nd Ezra 16, 2nd Ezra 15. Those are the raindrops, right? Then it's going to rain fire and brimstone. Then there's going to be a flood all over again, right? And the flood is the lake of fire, right? So we have to be mindful of the days of old, man. Be mindful of the days of old. And what else happened during the days of Noah? Go to Job. Right, this is Job chapter 22 and verse, I'll start at 12. It's not God in the height of heaven, and behold the height of the stars, how high they are. So some people think that the Most High doesn't watch them because he's too far in the third heaven. He's too busy up there. He's focused on the angels and he's not worried about what you're doing on the earth. Some people think, man, the stars are so high, and if the Most High is above them, he's definitely not looking down at me. These are the thoughts of the foolish. Verse 13. And thou sayest, how doth the Most High know? Can he judge through the dark cloud? Yeah, a lot of people say, how does the Most High know I committed adultery? Well, how did he know that I stole? How did he know I was smoking weed? How did he know I didn't read? I thought he was up there doing his own thing. I thought it was too cloudy for him to see through the clouds. Can he judge through the dark cloud? Right? Remember, these are the thoughts of the foolish. Thick clouds are a covering to him that he seeth not, and he walketh in a circuit of heaven. Yeah, people think the Most High is too preoccupied with the angels. He's too busy giving the angels order, and he doesn't know what you're doing on the earth. That's madness, man. So the Most High is about to check him. Hast thou marked the old way, which wicked men have trodden, which were cut down out of time, whose foundation was overflown with the flood. So certain people were cut down out of time, man. Just like in these last days, it's going to happen when people least expect it. They're going to be overflown with a flood. Now, the flood is the destruction coming to the earth. But remember, even Esau is going to come like a flood. His army, his military might, his tanks, his sergeants, his colonels, lieutenants, they're going to come like a flood too. So you have manifold floods coming on the earth. And these are the days of Noah. Let's go to Genesis chapter 6. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And that's how it was during the days of Noah. Man. What do you think the average person in America is thinking about? Right? It could be child molestation, adultery, getting drunk, watching the big game, manipulating somebody, lying, thievery, money, lust, woman, sex, pride, vanity. These are the thoughts of man. Right now, there's a man in Babylon the Great thinking about popping another man. Right now. He's sending a text to set it up. And there's a guy in prison, man, ready to freak off with another man. And there's a man somewhere and typing on the internet right now, trying to talk to a 5-year-old little boy. He's going to the gas station right now to buy damn Cheetos, man, to drive 300 miles to meet him in Connecticut. Right now, there's a so-called black woman at stripping, getting money thrown at her. And she's thinking, wow, I'm getting so much money. I'm getting this money. I'm getting this money. Right now, there's a Jake, man, with a ski mask on. Somewhere on the south side of Chicago, west side of Detroit, man, LA somewhere, man, ready to rob and kill. The thoughts of man is evil every day. Nobody's thinking about the laws of the Most High. How many people are thinking about how to serve Yahweh? Ask them. Have you thought of Yahweh? If you ask them, have you thought of Yahweh? Bashmi Abashah today? Just take a microphone, man, and walk the streets of Jake and the people and say, have you thought of Yahweh Bashmi Abashah? How many people are going to say yes? None of them. One of them might try to check you and be proud. You know, you're talking about Yahweh. Yeah, I thought of him. I'm thinking of this money. Man, I'm thinking of some. We already know what Jake is going to say, man. So the imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Continually, man. You had madness going on during the days of Noah. You had the sons of the wicked on the earth, man. Right when you go to Genesis chapter 4. Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Right? This is Genesis chapter 4 and verse 17. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived, and bare Enoch, or Kanawak in the Hebrew, right, which means dedicated or enlightened one or learned one, right? Now, this Enoch is not the same Enoch you read about in the book of Jude or in Genesis 5. This is Enoch on the left-hand side. You got the two Enochs. You got the Enoch on the right-hand side, the learned one or dedicated one to the Most High. And then you got the Enoch on the left-hand side. And he's learned in Satan. And he's dedicated to sorcery and witchcraft. And he's just like his father. So this is the wicked Enoch. Right? And he, meaning Cain, builded a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. Remember, that's how they do. These devils, they go and they, like Psalms 49 and 11 say, they call the lands after their own name. So they go from land to land, place to place. Right? Let's jump down. I mean, this whole thing is good. Let's read about his sons. And unto Enoch was born Irad, and Irad begat Mahujael, and Mahujael begat Methusael, and Methusael begat Lamech. And when you read Genesis 5, a lot of these names are roughly the same as Genesis 4. You got an Enoch from the sons of God. You have an Enoch from the sons of wicked. You have a Methuselah of the sons of God. You have a Methusael of the sons of the wicked. You have a Lamech, who is actually the father of Noah, right, on the right-hand side. And you have a Lamech on the left-hand side. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of the one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. And Adah bare Jabal. He was the father of such as dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. And again, a lot of the earth during the time of Noah was sprawled out by the sons of the wicked. and their inventions in the earth, just like now, man. Like we always go into Esau, he's the father of modern medicine. He's the father of science. Isaac Newton is the father of science. Dalton, Esau, and all his fathers, man. Wish I could pull up a list of how many so-called white men say they're the father of this. Who's the father of psychology? Who's the father of modern day this? Who's the father of this? See if I can find that. I don't even know how to find that, man. Fathers of science, right? Let's see. Look at the fathers of science. Aristotle, Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, Albert Einstein, Carl Linnaeus, Galileo, right? Gregor Mendel, the fathers. Let's see. So we did fathers of science, fathers of music. Alfred Newman, right? Let's see. Most of these guys are, I believe all of them are Edomites, right? Handel, Johann Bloch, Vivaldi, right? So they're the fathers of music. Look at these guys. They're the fathers of music. This guy's definitely a woman with a woman outfit on. They're the fathers of science. They're the fathers of everything, man. Fathers of psychology. Look at all these Edomites. Just the fathers. Let's see. Fathers of, see if they got this. Fathers of missiles. All right. Now let's see what they say. See if they claim that. See that? They got one. General Shriver's achievements have rightly earned him the title Father of Air Force, Space, and Missiles. So let's see this guy, man. All right, let's see this guy. He's the father of missiles. Right? Let's pull this up. Salakia. Get this guy's name. No, that's not what I want. What's this guy's name? General. See if they got a picture of this guy. General Bernard Shriver. Look at this. This guy, he's the father of missiles. Just like they just made the movie. They made the movie The Manhattan Project or Oppenheimer. Right? Now, Oppenheimer is a so-called white man. Right? And the Manhattan Project, if you've seen the movie or you know history, is about making the bombs. Now, this guy, he looks like a devil, man. He's the father of missiles. So think about what we have to deal with on the earth now due to all of Esau's fathers. Imagine how it was during the days of Noah. Don't just read Genesis 4. Okay, he's the father of this, he's the father of that, and just leave it at that. No. Think about the effects of all of the fathers and what they have done, man. And there's only one father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. But Esau has many fathers, many gods. What did this guy put on the earth as the father of missiles? How many people died? All of the fathers of music, all of the fathers of science. What type of sorcery and witchcraft did they put on the earth, man? Nothing but madness. So that's how it was in the days of Noah. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter, right? Chapter 30. It's lucky. I want chapter 39. Right? Let's get this quick precept. This Ecclesiastes chapter 39 and 27. All these things are good. It's like all these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil. So water is good, music, cattle, science. All these things can be used in righteousness. But the sinners, your so-called white man, right, and these other nations, they turned it into evil. They take fire and they turn it into a bomb, right? They take the herbs and they turn it to cocaine and crack, right, and make it in the lab. They do all types of sorcery to the righteous works of the Most High. So back in Genesis chapter 4 and 20, right, it reads, and Adab bare Jabal, he was the father of such as dwell in tents and such as have cattle. Now, we don't know what was going on in these tents, but it wasn't the word of the Most High. Probably sex, lust, robbery, usury, probably using his cattle to do the same thing Esau's doing, man, to oppress the earth, to rule over the earth, man, to sell cattle, man. And his brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of such as handled the harp and organ. So these are the fathers of music, man. Now, when they playing songs to the Most High, oh, Yahweh Bashmi, I was shy. No, man. I just found out, hey, this Edomite at the plantation said that he used to have his job. He would be on tour. He would kind of help these bands out. He said, yeah, I was on tour with a band called Godsmack. And I'm like, what? Yeah, he said the band are called Godsmack. That's Esau's music. Only an Edomite will make a band called Godsmack, Black Sabbath, all types of damn demonic music, man. And they probably have songs for their false gods. Genesis 4 and 22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain. This is what I really want. Right? This is the point. Genesis 4 and 22. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah. So Tubal Cain was a weapon maker. Cain in the Hebrew, it means weapon. This guy was a master weapon maker. Now you can say, well, it don't say weapon. It says he was just teaching them brass and iron. What do you think Tubal Cain was teaching them about weapons? Do you think he was teaching them how to make trumpets to praise the Most High? How to make golden swords and dedicate them to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in the temple? What do you think he was doing? What do you do with brass and iron? You make armor, swords, helmets, spears, weaponry. You sell them. Hey, these guys was making money, man. They ran the earth. That's why the earth was corrupt. Because of the sons of the wicked ran the earth, man. And they controlled everything. From the land and the cattle to the weapons. Just like now, the same spirit is on the earth now. All of these sons of Cain and these modern day fathers, they're on the earth now. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they're the artificers now. And they sell nations tanks made of weaponry or made of metals. They sell you oil. They sell you jets. They sell them those jeeps, those military jeeps, Humvee vehicles and things of that nature, man. Bullets, missiles. That's what that guy, he's the father. Who's that guy? General Bernard Shriver. He's the father of missiles. What kind of name is that? Right? I mean, what kind of name is that, man? The father of missiles. Our forefathers had righteous last names. Maccabeus, the hammer. The sweet psalmist for David. The dissolver of doubts for Daniel. Right? The King of Kings, our Lord Yahweh Shai. We don't have the father of missiles, man, and the father of weapons. But again, these are the days of Noah. So the days of Noah is not just people eating and drinking. The days of Noah is who's running the earth, the wickedness on the earth. The fathers of science and war are back on the earth, man. Missiles and propaganda and witchcraft is at an all-time high. Cities and sorcery. Cain built cities. What do you think is going on in these modern day cities? The same thing. Why did the Most High say in Isaiah 14 chapter? Let's go to Isaiah 14. Right? Let's go to Isaiah 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, because they are the same sons of those men in Genesis 4. If you're an Edomite on the earth in the spirit, you come from the sons of Cain. Right? You're really the sons of Cain, man. And we're the sons of Seth. Right? And Seth was a man of the Lord. And during those days, in the time of Seth, it says, then began man to call upon the name of the Most High. And right now, we're calling upon the name of the Most High. And right now, the wicked are running the earth. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor what? Nor fill the face of the world with cities. And what are going on in his cities, man? He got sex cities, naked cities, sodomite cities, pink cities, cities with human trafficking, cities where the air quality is piss poor, cities where Jake is oppressed and getting shot and killed, cities of prisons, cities of lust, cities of drugs. So that's why the Most High said we got to get rid of all of these men, all these nations, everybody. We got to flood them out. We got to make it rain. We're going to rain fire and brimstone, man, on the earth all over again. And all these people, they're going to be caught out there. When it hit the fan, all of those men that was with the sons of Cain, all of those wicked men that was dealing with the women of the other nations, the sons of God, they all got killed, man. It was a lot going on during the time of Noah, and you got to visualize it. You got to link the scriptures up, man. You gotta be in this thing. Like we always say, don't read the Bible like an old so-called white man. And Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an artificer, an instructor. It's like of every artificer in brass and iron, and the sister of Tubal. No! You got to think, okay, weapon making, armor, swords, war, bloodshed, murder, killing, conquering, military conquest, idolatry. You know? So the Most High had to get Noah and his family, had to get him out of there, man. He had to get him out of there. And remember the earth during that time, what was going on the earth? All right, let's go back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter. See, a lot of times we want to go to Revelation, and that's fine. We can go back to Genesis. Right? Genesis is telling you what's going on now too, man. Yeah, we got the prophetic books, 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. We love those chapters, man. We get excited when we read those chapters. Revelation, you know, Isaiah, Jeremiah. But Genesis, it paints the picture too, man. Because there's no new thing under the sun. Right? This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 18. I'm going to start at 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. And this is how the sons of God are living, man. So not only do you have war and destruction on the earth during the time of Noah, but due to the sons of God and their wars and weapons and science and sorcery. And another point, remember, how did they even get that? How did they get all of that science, that renaissance? Because Cain worked directly with the spiritual demon Satan. Remember, Cain went to the east of the Garden of Eden. That's where the Lord set up the spiritual demon Satan. And Satan gave Cain all of that power, just like he gave Esau all of this power. So while they had all of the power, what was going on with the sons of God, man? We were living the curses. While the sons of God was dealing with Satan, making weapons, getting money, have cattle and land and cities, the sons of God are cursed, man. Trying to survive all the days of our life, trying to make ends meet, man. Noah was prophesying. His father was well, it doesn't say Lamech was a prophet, but he came from a lineage of prophets. We're the sons of the prophets. Enoch was a prophet. You know, Enoch named his son Methuselah, which I believe in the Hebrew is Mawath Shalak, which means death is going to be sent by him. Because when Methuselah died, that's when the flood came. And Enoch, you know, he knew that. He kind of knew when the flood would came. That's why he named his son Methuselah, because he knew death would come by him. So when he died, that's when everybody else died at 969. Right? Reading on Genesis 3:18. So the sons of God had a cursed life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. And the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return into the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and into dust shalt thou return. And that's how we live life now, man. Any Jake that worked at a warehouse, you know, a factory, a plant, you know, you have to unload trucks, you drive trucks, you know, we got laborious jobs, man. That's how we eat our bread. Is that not what Deuteronomy 28:48 says? Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies. And the hunger, are we serving our enemies by sweating, laboring, stressing? That's what we're doing now. While the sons of God are running the earth. I mean, it's like the sons of the wicked are running the earth. These are the days of Noah, man. And this didn't just stop at Adam. Seth had to deal with it. Enoch, which is his son, he had to deal with it. Canaan and Mahalalel, right? And Jared and Enoch and Methuselah, right? And Lamech. They all had to deal with it. And Noah had to deal with it, man. And the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return into the ground. For out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and into dust shalt thou return. So cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. These are the days of Noah, right? And all hell is about to break loose on the earth, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. You sweat, you labor, you work, you understand the things of that nature, and after that, you die. Let's go back to Luke chapter 17. Right? Luke chapter 17 and verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. So these are the days. The sons of the wicked are ruling the earth. War and the spirit of Tubal Cain is here. The spirit of the sons of Cain are on the earth. The spirit of the curses are back on the earth. The spirit of revelry and folly is back on the earth, man. They did eat. They drank. They married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. And it hit the fan, man. You know what hit the fan. Now, what are we supposed to do when they hit the fan? If these are the days of Noah. If these are the days of Noah, let's play this sound again. Right? I want to play this sound that's going to hit the earth, man. Potentially, right? So let's play this. We already played the World War III siren. Now let's play this again. All right, let's play this one more time. Jake is going to be sitting around freaking off, doing God knows what, and all of a sudden, the alarm is going to sound.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere.
And
It is
it's like it, and they're gonna say things, man. They might say something like this: multiple objects are entering the atmosphere. We are experiencing a massive EMP attack throughout America. China has just launched nuclear missiles. Iran has just shot off a missile. The Black Hebrew Israelites are storming the White House and destroying federal agents, and they have assassinated the president. And if you see them, right, all hell could break loose, man. Right? They're gonna say what they want to say.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere. It is speculated that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet at this time for your safety. Continue to carry out the following instructions.
See that? Now, again, is this actually gonna happen? Are they gonna play it like this? Like, we don't know, right? But nevertheless, these are some of the tokens that show that this thing is going down, man. Close and secure all possible entrances. Hey, people are going to be bugging out, losing their mind. Is this real? Somebody's hacking. People are going to think people are hacking the TV, that it's a game. Some people are going to be trying to, who cares? Where is the big football game? While they eat their Big Mac and drink their Coca-Cola. And they're in front of their TV dinner, looking like a zombie. Who cares? Where's the big game? Some people are going to be in the middle of freaking off, man. Committing lust and sickness and vanity. Then the men of the Most High. In those days, the men of the Most High are going to be on fire, patiently waiting the second coming of Yahweh Shai, praying in the scriptures, reading, congregating in our homes, loving one another, man, praying for deliverance, that the Most High turneth this evil to good for his saints, purging out in these days all of the leaven in our members by fasting, counsel, and self-examination. Because, hey, you don't want to get caught out there, man. And these days are going to be bad, man. Once it hit the fan, it's going to be bad. But if you're under the protection of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you don't got nothing to worry about. You don't got nothing to worry about, right? The Lord said in 2nd Ezra, let me get this precept, right? It's not going to show on the screen right now, but I'm going to read it anyway, right? 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter. Let's get a quick precept on that. All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 26, right? 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. So the Most High has all of our hairs numbered. Everybody's name is registered if you're in the book of life, right? The Most High said, don't sweat it. Don't fret. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. That's Psalms 37, 1 on down, man. But it shall soon be cut down like the grass, paraphrasing, and wither as the herb. So we're not worried about what's going on with the wicked, man. We believe and know that the Most High have faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to be with us in those days, man. That's what faith is all about. That's what confidence is all about. Verse 27, 2nd Ezra 2 and 27. Be not weary, For when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Just like in that movie, man. When you watch that movie, Leave the World Behind, that like I brought out on the last cold cut, that little Edomite girl, she kind of resembled the prophets because she had abundance at the end. While everybody was sorrowful and weeping, and men's teeth was falling out, and war was in the earth, and explosions was in Manhattan, and there was dead bodies cast out like the dung, she had abundance, man. She had food here, water here, security. She had a flat screen. She had abundance. That's how the elect are going to be living in those days, man. The elect are going to be taken care of. You're going to be preserved. That's going to be the lot. Now, you are going to have men that are beheaded for the name of the Most High, and that's beautiful too. What do you mean that's beautiful? How is it beautiful? Well, it's beautiful. It's marvelous and righteous and very comely and honorable above all to put your life on the line for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends. So that's honorable too, man. So we're not worried about what's going to come on the earth because we're going to have life anyway. And you got to believe that. You got to believe, even though you're in a FEMA camp, even though you're in a concentration camp, even though you're looking at a guillotine, you're still going to live. Right? Verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell, meaning the grave. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, said the Lord. And the Lord is going to deliver you. The first thing that you have to do in those days, right? The first thing you have to do, let's finish this real quick and we'll tell you. We'll go into the first thing that has to be done when shit hits the fan. It's lucky for the language, but it is what it is right now.
It is speculated that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. The broadcast will quiet at this time for your safety. Continue to carry out the following instructions.
That stuff is real, huh? Don't look out any windows. Turn off all electronic devices, including your lights. Close and secure all possible entrances to your home. Because people are going to be caught out there. And they're going to have to deal with it. Find anything outside of your home. Because people are going to be breaking into people's houses, man. Looking for food and money and weapons and clothes and water. All them people that say, oh, you got a nice house. Oh, you got a nice car. They want it now. From admiration to robbery. Oh, look at that nice house down there. I've always wanted that house. They're going to go see what's in that house. A lot of people drive past these big houses, man, and they wonder what's inside and how people live, and how many bedrooms they have and what kind of food they have. You might be driving down the interstate, right? You might be driving down a residential neighborhood. It might be nice. A lot of these people are wondering what's going on in these neighborhoods, man. That's what a lot of that activity is going to be. The looting and the robbery, man. It's going to start in the city. They're going to be going to these different, gas stations and 7-Elevens and Walmarts and Targets. There's going to be fights in the parking lot, glass breaking, women getting raped in the bathroom, children getting grabbed up and kidnapped, women losing where their child is at, fights amongst men, shots in the air, robbery and mayhem, pandemonium. Huh? And then people going to move and they're going to hit the suburbs and hit these places, and it's going to be bad out here. It's going to be bad on the earth. See that? Do not attempt to investigate any light or noise out. All right. So you got a lot. They had a lot going on, man. Had a lot going on. Right? So these are some of the things. Let me share the screen again. Right? These are some of the things that you're going to possibly see, in these days to come, huh? Right? Let's go to the book of Psalms. Right? Psalms chapter 50. The number one thing you do in a day of trouble is you call upon Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right? A lot of people are going to pick up the phone and try to call the police. My phone's not working. I don't have a signal. Just unplug the router. Wait 30 seconds and plug it back in. That's what the carnal, natural man is going to do. Just stand up. See if you get a signal. Hold your phone up outside. Go check the neighbor. See if they're okay. Do you hear anything? No. We're going to call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Let's read it. Psalms chapter 50 and 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. That's plain. You don't need an in-depth breakdown for this precept. You don't have to go and say, the day of trouble is really... No, the day of trouble is when shit hits the fan. All hell breaking loose. Jacob's trouble, martial law, possible EMP attack, economic collapse, stock market crash, looting, rioting in the streets, the abomination of desolation coming back on earth. Call upon the Most High, man. Get on your knees. Put your face on the earth and call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right, let's get another precept. That's the first thing you do. Right? That is the very first thing you do. If you do anything outside of that, you might not make it. You might not make it, man. You're going to be caught out there. Right? Because you didn't put your trust in the Most High. You put your trust in your big ideas, your bug out bag. A lot of people got big ideas about what you think you're going to do and how you're going to deliver yourself by the might of your hand. You got Israelites, we're going to go to our secret Israelite hideout. We will be protected and we won't tell nobody about it. That's a Negro mentality, man. Who trust in the might of their hands. I have my bug out bag. I know I'll be saved. What need I to fear? Surely my rubbing alcohol and my AA batteries and my mobile tent will preserve me. I have heaped up cases of water, and I have heaped up non-perishables. Surely mercy shall preserve me. No, you need Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now, if you got those things, hey, what? The Most High can have those things profit you. But if you don't call upon the name of the Lord, then those things that were for your profit are going to be for your destruction. And somebody's going to rob you for those and kill you for those, man. And that's going to be your story. Right? This Psalms chapter 18 and verse 2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, and whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. So this is David praising the Most High. Right? The Most High is our strength. We trust in him. Like they had that trust fall thing you did when you was a child and a kid, and okay, you fall, we're going to do trust falls, we're going to do this. And we trust falling with the Most High. We walk by faith, not by sight. Though like it says in the Psalms 27, though a host shall encamp against me, paraphrasing, and this will I be confident. And that's a beautiful spirit to pray for in these last days. Pray that the Most High builds up your trust towards him. You want to trust the Most High. You don't want to have that master plan spirit, the big idea spirit. I got it all figured out spirit. I've been waiting on this spirit. You know how you're going to respond in those days, man. But you want to trust in the Most High at all times. Right? My buckler. A buckler is like a shield. And the horn of my salvation, meaning the strength of your salvation. Meaning you're not going to be saved without the Most High. If you don't call upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, then you're going to have a rough time. Verse 3. What did David say? And really, when you understand Psalms 18, it's really prophetic. Although a lot of it is applicable to the life of David, when he walked the earth, when he ran from Saul and he fought against the Philistines and he slew the heathen of the land, this is deeply prophetic. And David is really going into Jacob's trouble, the day of trouble, when it hits the fan. That's what Psalms 18 is really about. Your pastor's not going to tell you that. Sister Teresa is not going to tell you that, who runs around the church. Right? This is for the servants of the Lord. This is for you to know. This is a secret right here. I will call upon Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. You can't get around that. Right? Even you're already keeping the commandments. Right? You already have your fringes on, the border of blue, got your beard on your face. You don't eat pork, you don't eat crab, you don't eat shrimp, lobster, you don't do God knows what. You don't break the Sabbath. But guess what? There's more. With all of that, you got to call upon the name of the Lord on top of that. On top of you keeping the law. On top of it all, you keeping the feast days, you know the breakdowns, you know this, you got this. Hey, on top of it all, when it's all said and done, are you going to call upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua? Because he's worthy to be praised. David says, so shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. These are your enemies. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. The Lord said, David said, I was afraid. You might be nervous in those days. Yeah, brother said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my hair. I'm mighty. Ha, 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 ha. Jacob's trouble, right? No, some brothers, hey, you're going to be nervous, man. You in the flesh. You might be a little apprehensive. You might be in shock. They call it the flight or fight response, right? Your body's natural reaction to adversity. Either you're tended to fight and confront it, or you're tended to run away from it. How are you going to respond in these days? Because fear may fall upon you. And maybe that demon might try to get in your mind. This is it. I don't know what to do. Do I? And then some people have panic attacks, man. You don't want to be that brother. No, man. Give me, I need some water. You better call upon the name of the Lord, man. You know, and you got families, man. You got wives, you got children. What are you doing sitting around? No, man. That's why you got to pray that the Most High give you that bold, confident, faithful spirit. Hey, people gonna be, using the bathroom on themselves, man. Some people get scared. They go to the bathroom on themselves, man. Piss on themselves, amongst other things, and they never thought that they would do that. You scared the what out of me. That stuff is real, man. They never thought that they would be so scared that they would defecate on themselves, that they would urinate on themselves, that they would faint, that they would have a panic attack. They never been in those situations. You're not giving, this isn't talking about you giving a speech in front of 1,000 people, or you asking a woman out on a date. This is real right here. This is all hell breaking loose. This is the end of the world. David himself said the floods of ungodly men made him afraid. But what did he do? And David was mightier than us all. The sorrows of hell compassed me about. The snares of death prevented me. Now check this out. In my distress, I called upon Yahweh and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. And you got to call upon the name of Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, man. Have you not read the book of Judges? What happens when Israel is in adversity? When Israel is at their wits' end? When they were being oppressed by the Moabites, being oppressed by the Philistines, being oppressed by these strange nations. Right? What did they do, man? They called upon the name of the Lord. And the Lord gave them a what? A savior. Right? Let's go to Judges chapter 4. Judges chapter 4 and verse 2. And the Lord sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles. And the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, for he had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Israel. So who did the Lord raise up? The Lord raised up Deborah. The Lord raised up Barak. The Lord raised up saviors when we cried unto the Most High. That's how it works, man. Let's go to the book of Judges, the 3rd chapter. Now, is the Most High going to save you if you call upon him and you smoking weed, willfully just going the hell off? You're committing adultery. You're breaking the Sabbath. I'm going to just call upon the Most High. No, it don't work like that. That's what, let's go to Matthew real quick, because a lot of jakes, you rolling your blunt extra tight, man. Yeah, I can just call upon the name of the Most High, man. yeah, nigga, yeah. No, man. You can't just be evil and call upon the name of the Lord. It don't work like that. You can't finesse the Most High. This is Matthew chapter 7 and 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. So you can't just say, yeah, I know the name of the Most High. I got it. No, you got to have faith. You got to be keeping the commandments, right? You got to have your confidence in the Most High. You need to be praying. You need to be fasting, the purging out these spirits. You need to be sincere, right? You need to be without spot, without blemish. There are many things that we have to work on a day-to-day basis. And even in those days, we may still feel like we're not worthy, but we have to have faith that the Most High is still going to save us. Even if you feel like, I didn't do enough. And in those days, you might feel like, all of your sins are going to come to mind, man. You might be a pilgrim on the earth, Jacob's trouble. You're reminding yourself of all of the evil you did. I don't know if I'm going to make it. And the Lord must just going to kill me because I'm so. And the Lord said, let not your sins weigh you down. And let not your iniquities lift up themselves, man. When all hell breaks loose, it's not time to be thinking about the sins you've repented for. You have to have faith that Yahweh Bashmel Shai's blood is covering those sins and blotted them out. You have to believe the offering of Yahweh Shai. You have to eat his flesh and drink his blood, man. Like the scriptures say. Right? So that, your mind might try to make you scared, or your mind might try to make you doubt. Right? Your mind is going to make you worry, but you have to have that faith in the Most High. Right? So let's go to Judges chapter 3 and verse 8. Judges chapter 3 and 8. Therefore, the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan Rishathanim, king of Mesopotamia, and the children of Israel served Cushan Rishathanim 8 years. And when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, the Lord raised up a deliverer to the children of Israel, who delivered them, even Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him And he judged Israel and went out to war. And the Lord delivered Cushan-Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand, and his hand prevailed against Cushan-Rishathaim, what Shathanim. So the point is, when you cry to the Most High, he gives you a savior, and the spirit of the Lord comes upon him, and he's going to go out to war. Who's our savior now that's going to go out to war? Yahweh Shai, right? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 19, right? Let's go to Isaiah 19. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 20. Isaiah chapter 19 and 20. And it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt. For they shall cry unto Yahweh because of the oppressors, and he shall send them a savior and a great one, and he shall deliver them. Who's the savior? Who's the great one? Who's going to deliver us? Yahweh Shai. He shall save his people from their sins. What does the name of Yahweh Shai mean? What does his name mean? He, deliverer. Yah is he, Yahweh Shai is deliverer. So when it says he shall deliver them, really talking about Yahweh Shai. You know? So nevertheless, we're going to call upon Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in those days, right? And the Most High is going to be there. And we believe that, man. We believe that. Because, I mean, what more are you really going to do? You're already not eating pork. You already went to camp. Camp is over with by that time, huh? Ain't no more teaching on the highways and byways. Ain't no more holding camp and setting up the camera. Ain't no more lives. You already grew your beard out. You're already keeping the commandments. So now you just, the main thing is you call upon the name of the Most High and you have that faith. And you should be building up in faith. Even the apostles, they said, Lord, increase our faith. Right? Yahweh Shai told Thomas, be not faithless, but believing. You should be increasing your faith in those days because you're going to see things you never thought that you would see before. I mean, read Second Ezra. Now, we're going to go to, a few precepts here and there. We haven't seen dead bodies cast out like dung. You haven't heard the sound of a little girl screaming in the streets, man, being robbed and beat to death. You haven't heard the sound of just glass breaking and looting and rioting and gunshots day in and day out. I'm not talking about the hood, drive-by, gunshots, no, not the little, I'm not talking about that. We're talking about every day, all night, massive hell breaking loose. Your own neighbors trying to rob you. People beating on your door. Tanks and police in the streets. Jets flying over you. Helicopters. Speaking out that speaker system. If you see any black Hebrew Israelites, you haven't seen nothing like that. So this is going to naturally make you uncomfortable. But your comfort should lie. It's like your comfort should lie in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's where you receive comfort from the Most High. Right? This Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 10. Right? So right, chapter 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Yeah, give me one of our forefathers. Name one that was righteous and called upon the name of the Most High, and the Most High forsook him. Give me one of them. If you can name one of them, I'll shut the live down right now. And I'll rent my garment. And I'll pluck my beard, man. And I'll sit down astonished for 7 days and 7 nights. That's my word. If you can name one of the elect that trusted in the Most High, and the Most High said, I'm not dealing with you, man. And those men was confounded. Name one. There's not one, man. That's why it says, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded? That's a rhetorical question. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So if you trust in the Most High, if you fear the Most High, if you call upon him, he's going to be there. Why? It tells you, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Right? So the Most High is compassion, man. Compassionate, merciful. He's pitiful. The Lord have no pleasure in the death of his saints, man. The Lord don't get off on watching you go through hell. The Lord is full of compassion, like a father is his son. Right? The Lord said, then will he spare him as an own man spareth his son. Right? Let's get that in the book of Malachi. It is Malachi, the 3rd chapter. Right? Malachi chapter 3 and verse 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. So if you're thinking upon the name of the Most High, his name's Yahweh, his son name's Yahweh Shai, but his name is also an amalgamation of his character, his works. You understand? His name is righteousness. Not that that's his proper name, but his name is who you are and what you represent. So you're thinking about the word of the Most High. You're thinking about the scriptures. You're thinking about his actual name. You're thinking about the deliverance, the promises, and you're talking about these things. The Lord sees these conversations. He hears them, and he documents them, and the book of remembrance has your name on it, man. That's a beautiful thing. There's a record of every saint that's speaking about the truth and that loves talking about the truth. Verse 17, and they shall be mine, said the Lord of hosts, and that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. You see that? So the Most High is going to show you mercy the same way a father shows mercy to his son. No father kills his son and beats his son to teach him a lesson. He spares him. He may whoop him, right? He may punch him in the chest. He may afflict him. He may punish him. He may take things from him, but he's going to spare him in time. We're going to be spared in time, man. We're going to be delivered if we call upon the Most High. And eventually, for you brothers that got children, let your child keep calling your name. Let them keep calling your name. And let them even call you by your actual name. Hey, they got your attention. See, they might call your name once. You might be busy. Hey, yeah, hold on. Let me do this. I get, whatever. Right? Give me a second. Give me a minute. Okay, give me 1 second. Hold on. Then they call you by your actual name. Then they keep calling it. They call. Hey, you going? Oh, whoa, what's going on? What do you need? What's going on? My knee. My knee. I think I hit my knee. Oh, let me go see. Right? You're not going to say, the hell with you. No, man, just like the Most High, you keep call upon the Father. Call upon Yahweh. He's going to hear his son. He's going to deliver his son. That's what this means. He's a man of his word, man. The Most High is not a man and he shall lie. He's not like me and you. The Most High is not double-minded. He says he will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Malachi 3 and 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. And those are the two types of people in the world. The people that serve the Most High and people that serve him not, meaning people of the world. And you got big things going on, man. right? You got Taiwan, you got China saying, look, yeah, we're gonna take over Taiwan. I'm not gonna go all into this, but dive into this. They straight up said, hey, look, I can't quite remember how to pronounce a president, so-called president name of China, the leader, Xi, I believe that's what it is, or Chai or something like that, straight up told Biden that China is going to take over Taiwan. Report says it could end in war. Tell you straight up. Yeah, that Taiwan over there, that's us. It's going to end in war, right? Meaning, look, we're going to go to war. Do something about it. It's like somebody saying, I'm going to punch you in your mouth. Just straight up, man. And there's nothing you could do about it. I'm going to take your house from you. It is what it is. Imagine somebody telling you that, man. Yeah, I'm going to take your house. It's going to end in bloodshed. You can play, what the hell are you talking about, man? Take it. Go ahead and try. See, America didn't say nothing back. Right? They didn't say nothing back. China just straight up told them we're going to rob you or punch you in the mouth, and it is what it is. And you're not going to do nothing about it. So you got this going on. What else I have? I mean, there's a lot going on in the earth, man. You got the, I'm going to see if I can find this. Bear with me. You got more talk going on between Iran and Babylon the Great. Right? Let me see if I can find this. If you're not earlier too, if you've been watching, the stock market was trending. North Korea is doing missile tests more and more. Now they're saying they have a missile that can actually hit Babylon the Great. Right? They said they have a missile that can actually hit Babylon the Great. Let's check this out, right? North Korea just released a video launching a massive ballistic missile. This might force the U.S. Navy to stay in the east rather than harass the Houthis. So now remember, Babylon the Great, they just launched, or they're planning on launching Operation Prosperity Guardian, right? Operation Prosperity Guardian is a league of nations to prevent the Houthis of Yemen and Iran and Hezbollah and the Palestinians from harassing the so-called Jew and Israel. That's what it's all about. You know? And now North Korea, they said we got missiles. We could back up the people of Yemen, man. We got missiles too. Now, if they shoot a missile and they hit one of these aircraft carriers, that's it. That's game over. Like the page on social media, that's end game World War III, man. You know? Now let's see this. Hold on, let's get the so-called audio right through the spirit. Right, let's get the audio through the spirit. Now this is see this missile launch.
그들에게 선멸의 불벼락을 안길 멸족의 용기 거대한 발사대에 재워 들어올렸습니다.
They're speaking that Moabite, but they're showing the power of the missile. Like the Lord said in the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, let the weak say that I am strong. So a lot of these weak nations, or that were once weak economically, financially, militarily speaking, right? They may not have had the weaponry, the technology, the scientists that America had, or Babylon the Great. Now they're starting to acquire the weaponry, man, and the understanding to make these missiles. And they've been shooting these missiles for years. And they are able to shoot at a further distance than they're every day now. Now, my only thing is just shoot it, man. If I could call Kim Jong-un on the phone, I'd say, shoot the missile. Stop bluffing and press the button, man. Sound like that's a t-shirt. Stop bluffing and press the button. You know? Hey, we'll call these guys, man. If I get him on the phone and then get Putin on the other line, then get the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, get them on three-way. They're all trying to figure out what's going on. And I say, stop bluffing and press the button, man. You heard what I instigate. You heard what Biden said? Yeah, he said, hey, I'll stir up some confusion, man. Not that I need to, because the Most High is going to do it, but press the button. Keep showing off these missiles, but nobody's pressing the button.
한길 열적의 용기 거대한 발사대에 채워 들어올렸습니다. 발사 준비 끝. 커다란 만족을 표시하시면서 이번
So these nations, they getting off on these missiles, man. They getting off, they launching them. And a lot of these nations are pushing back, man. They're pushing back against Babylon the Great. So we do understand that all hell is going to break loose on the earth. We want to do our due diligence. Right, let me just like you stop sharing this screen for a second. We want to do our due diligence to make sure that we're in good graces with Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushua. We're repenting. We're putting off the old man. We're not entertaining scoffers and demons and scorners and wicked, evil, lustful men. But we're fasting, praying, calling upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushua, gathering as a nation, doing the works, and our first works that are candlestick be not blown out. Right? This is the book of John. And this thing is about having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushua. John chapter 20 and verse 27. Then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. And why did the Most High, or it's like, why did Yahushua tell Thomas that? Because Thomas was doubting. So unless I stick my finger in his side and put my hand in the hole of his hand, paraphrasing, I will not believe. And Yahushua said, be not faithless, but believing. Right? So it's a beautiful thing to pray for more faith, pray for more belief, pray that the Most High increases your fear towards him. Because when it hit the fan, man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But we're going to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushua. And we understand that when we keep our trust in the Most High, we call upon the Most High, we'll fare well in those days, man. We will fare well in those days. So with that, I'm going to close up, giving, of course, our honor and our glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach Wamalak Yahushai. What to do when shit hits the fan? Call upon Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushai, and you'll fare well. You understand? You may not know where the east is at that moment. That shouldn't hinder you from calling upon the name of the Most High. You understand? You may not know, okay, well, just stop whatever you're doing, call upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, and pray for deliverance, and that the Lord guides you in the right direction and establishes your way in truth, and you'll fare well, and you believe that, and the Most High is going to be with you. But if you doubt, like let me get one more real quick. If you doubt, if you're unbelieving, then the Most High is not going to defend you, right? That's Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 13. I'm gonna start at 12. Woe be to the woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. That's the brother. That's that guy, and he ain't gonna make it, man. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? It's the end of the world. That guy ain't gonna make it either, man. And the sinner, he's not gonna make it. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. And the Most High is not going to defend a man that don't believe. You might have your fringes on. You might have went to camp. You might have labored. You might have read the whole Bible. You might have went to the Apocrypha. You might have had debates. You might have did this. You might have did that. But in that day, Slucky, in that day, if you don't believe in the Most High, all of that is in vain. It's all in vain. You began to build and didn't finish. Don't believe in the Most High now when you're comfortable at home or at work and you can get on the nations and get on the comment board and do this and say that. Don't be comfortable now. Be comfortable when all hell break loose, man. Have that same faith and that same spirit when Yahweh Shah is touching the earth, man. Believe in the Most High. Right? Verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? What will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? I actually want to go back, right? And I want to play that sound one more time, man. Right? Let's actually play that sound, both of them. Two sounds that spark the end of the world, man. Right? Now here's the first one again. All right, Salaki, let me put this in. And again, the Most High, he said, Yahweh Shai cometh like a thief in the night. Like a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. All right, let's see. Let's play. All right, Salaki, let's play this. You got that. And where's the one we played? Right? So you need to call upon Yahweh by Shema Mashak Yahushua.
This message is being broadcast by the Department of Defense of the Republic. At 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, multiple unidentified objects were confirmed to have entered Earth's atmosphere.
Right, and they're saying whatever they want to say, man. So you need to have your faith and Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Wamalak Yahushua in those days, man. And the Lord said, and those evils be even as pilgrims in the earth, man. Right? You're going to be a pilgrim in the earth. The Lord said, he that is on the house, let him not come down to take anything in the house, man. He that is in the field, let him not likewise return back. Right? So you're going to be on a run. You're going to be a pilgrim in the earth. You're going to call upon Yahweh by Shema Yahushua, and you will be protected if you believe that. So with that, we're going to close up. Giving again all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Wamalak Yahushua. Most High willing you were edified. Kwam Yashal. Shalom.